King Charles ascends the throne with big challenges ahead.
First and foremost, he has to deal with the infighting and scandal at the heart of his own family, the heart of the monarchy, which has really threatened the institution.
The family dramas are a huge problem for Charles. Charles is a loving father. He wants to reconcile with Harry. He doesn't want this to be overshadowing his reign.
Charles does face a problem. For 30 years now, his big idea for the monarchy is that it should be slimmed down. His idea always was that he would have these two loyal lieutenants, William and Harry, beside him. And we've seen that, in fact, that's not going to be the case. And that will be the challenge for Charles in the future.
The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have announced that they are carving out what they call a new role for themselves.
Move over Brexit. There is a new breakup that's shaking up the UK, and it's been dubbed Megxit.
Harry and Meghan's departure from royal life remains the talk of the town.
When Charles made his broadcast soon after his accession, he very graciously expressed his love for his younger son and wished his son and his wife well in their new life they were making overseas. That was a very polite way of Charles saying, off you go to California, we wish you well, that's the end of it. The future for the British monarchy lies with Charles and William operating as a pair.
But the Sussexes didn't go quietly. The couple launched a series of tell-all bombshells that wreaked havoc on the firm, first on Oprah, then Netflix.
It was terrifying to have my brother scream and shout at me, and my father say things that just simply weren't true, and my grandmother, quietly sit there and sort of take it all in.
And Harry's hotly anticipated memoir and bestseller Spare didn't hold anything back, even claiming the King and Camilla were jealous of Meghan.
But what he really couldn't stomach was someone new dominating the monarchy, grabbing the limelight. Someone shiny and new coming in and overshadowing him. And Camilla. He'd lived through that before and had no interest in living through it again.
The King, the Prince of Wales, have been severely wounded by Harry's barbs, and I don't think anything will change their opinion of Harry.
Harry was very close to his father when he was young. But since he's got married, his behaviour has changed enormously. When I was writing his biography, he was charming, charismatic. I don't recognise him now. He's as hard as nails, he's spiteful, he's revengeful.
I think that the King will be mindful of the accusations that were made in Spare. He's going to be very hurt by many of them, particularly those levelled against his wife, Camilla, the now Queen. It's incredibly hard to see how they reconcile fully after everything that has been said and done. But at the end of the day, he's a father of two boys who he loves dearly. He wants to have good relationships with them.
If they wanted to go, they had the Queen's goodwill. They had his father, Prince Charles, still at that time, his goodwill. Go and live the lives you want, and he gave them several £1 million to help them settle. If Meghan hadn't married Harry, she would just be some long-forgotten actress who ran out of work just before she reached 40. Now she's very famous all around the world, and she's very rich, and lots of doors have been opened to her.
You'd say actually the House of Windsor has got a better record of survival and ruthlessness than the Mafia. It's certainly been at it longer and still seems to be thriving. And given that ruthlessness and the importance of maintaining the institution, it's difficult to see a way back for Harry.